smash the like, the share, the subscribe, all good stuff. Hey, man, I'm going to say like this, man, straight up, man. I did a video today addressing the Kevin Hart situation. This clown, Tony Hinchcliffe, I don't know if y'all familiar with the show, Kill Tony, but he made George Floyd, and black people, went in an uproar, and thought that Kevin Hart should have spoke out against that. Man, when has Kevin Hart spoke out about anything? When has any of our leaders, our entertainers done anything for the black community? You know what I mean? I know my video rubs some people the wrong way. I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't get paid off of this YouTube stuff, man. I just come on here and pop it and chop it with y'all, man, because I like to do it. I like making videos. I like interacting with the people. And there's some people gonna rock with it and some people not, man. You're gonna vibe with your tribe, man. I'm gonna lose subscribers, man. I'm gonna gain subscribers. It's all good. So thank you for all the people who, are subscribed and still rocking with the channel. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who don't, more power to you too. You dig? But yeah, man, they pushed Kevin Hart in the corner on the Breakfast Club. And it's like, man, y'all been saying for years that Kevin Hart isn't funny, you know, that he's compromised, that he might be batting for the other team, this, that, and the third. But when Tony Hinchcliffe comes up here and says something that y'all don't agree with, y'all expecting him to stand up and, man, I don't give a damn about none of that, man. Gas $10 a gallon. I'm saying, I don't really give a about what Kevin Hart rich. You dig? Kevin Hart rich. Tony Hinchcliffe is rich. You know what I'm saying? That's above my pay grade for me to even be speaking on. But didn't nobody say nothing when he spoke on Cheryl Underwood and Cheryl Underwood's deceased husband. Why we so concerned about George Floyd? You know what I'm saying? What about Michael Jackson? You feel me? When Michael Jackson died, everybody had something to say about Michael Jackson. You dig? They had something to say about Whitney Houston when she transitioned. Black people did. They were making the jokes and the ha-has and the kikis, talking about how much of a crackhead she was. But when Tony Hinchcliffe get up here and say something about George Floyd, everybody want to be in the up. Man, damn all that selective outrage, man. And if you don't like it, man, unsubscribe from the channel. I don't give a fuck. Straight up. Because we got to stop shit. You know what I'm talking about? Kevin Hart is a comedian. Tony Hinchcliffe is a comedian. Everybody up there. I don't understand why they go to these humiliation rituals anyway. You know what a roast is all about. You already know what it's about. It's a minstrel show. It's a tar and feather. It's definitely a humiliation ritual. But they already done that to Kevin Hart when they put him in that dress. You dig what I'm saying? What's up with the chat, man? What's up, Summer? What's the deal? Yeah, man, we just chopping it and popping it about the Kevin Hart roast and Negroes being in their feelings and fake upset about what he said about George Floyd was disgusting. I'm gonna be all the way completely honest with you though, man. I'm into that shit. I'm into the dark humor, But that one was just way too distasteful for me. But where do we draw the line at distasteful when we talking about the dead? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we're talking about people that's dead, and people been talking about people that's dead. Black people been talking about black people that are deceased. So why are we drawing a line at George Floyd? Do I agree with what he said? No, I don't agree with what he said. My condolences to George Floyd and his family and all of the fallen men and women who's lost their hands at the behest of the Edomites, these Mideastern devils in America, the media, the Babylons. Salute to all of them, all the fallen soldiers. Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. We're talking about Kevin Hart and him coming on the Breakfast Club and black people holding his feet to the fire, saying that he should have said something about Tony Hinchcliffe and his distasteful joke. The joke was distasteful. I get it. It was. Ain't gonna lie about it. He said that George Floyd is looking up at us and he can't breathe. It's so funny. He's laughing and he can't breathe. I don't, you know, I don't see how that was funny. I don't see how that was funny anyway. Even if it wasn't, about the dead. I don't mind people. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like I don't care. Like we can't skip past these young black drill rappers talking about people that are dead, smoking on that Tuka pack, smoking on this pack, smoking on that pack. And people's grandmothers and mothers and aunties, aunties, cousins, they have to hear that after these people are deceased. They have to hear about these drill rappers talking about other young black dead males. But y'all gonna get mad at Tony Hinchcliffe because he talked about George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? George Floyd, uh, his life is just as important as Whitney Houston was to her people, or Michael Jackson, or Tuka, or any of the other long litany laundry list plethora of people who've been talked about since they've been dead. When I'm dead, people gonna piss on my grave. So what? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I ain't gonna be here to recognize it. You know what I'm saying? My family though, they're just like as well as their family. But and some people unsubscribed, and more power to them, man. Like I said, I'm not tripping. I'm gonna keep running mine. How my opinion is my opinion. I don't get YouTube don't pay me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it to pay me. Y'all gonna let YouTube pay me? Subscribe to the channel, man. It's your host, Most Great. Daily Dollar Short News, live and direct with God for respect already. You know what I'm talking about? But we gotta stop being misguided and undecided about what we need to do, and the things that we need to speak up on. We could condemn Kevin Hart all day. Yo, what's up with the chat? What's happening? What's happening? Yo, just my boy, man. What's the deal? We could talk about that all day, about Kevin Hart and how he didn't stand up when Tony Hinchcliffe said this egregious joke. But we got these drill rappers all day, man, talking about digging people's graves up and pissing on people's grave live. You dig what I'm saying? And we not doing nothing about it. But everybody want to come to Kevin Hart and hold his feet to the fire because he didn't say what they wanted him to say, man. No, you can't do that, man. You can't selective politic like that. If we're gonna get him, we gotta get everybody who's talking about the dead. You dig? And I listen to some songs and some music that's egregious. That's my type of shit. Like I said, I got a dark sense of humor. Some of the stuff that Tony Hinchcliffe said, it's whatever to me. I'm desensitized to that shit. I ain't saying what he said was right. Like I said, it was disgusting what he said about George Floyd. I don't, but it's comedy. Well, we can't nail him and Kevin Hart to the cross, not defending them. Can't nail them to the cross and not address our own community, not address our own kids. You probably got it ready for work this morning and got ready to take your kids to school, and they was playing some stuff about unalived and them digging their grave up and smoking on this pack and smoking on that pack. Come on, man. Let's be all the way real with it, man. Let's be all the way real with it. Y'all too sensitive around this motherfucker, man. Y'all need to grow some nuts and address the real problem. Let's get our babies out these streets, man. Kevin Hart don't work for us, man. Kevin Hart ain't gonna pay us a dime. You dig what I'm saying? We gotta mind the business that pays us. I don't really this low hanging fruit. I don't even really mess with topics like this. But I just came on this motherfucker. I'm on my way to work. I just came on here to address it because I know it's a couple of people that's in their feelings about the video. Not many people watched it, but the people who did watch it, they said, fuck it, I'm out of here. That's cool. And you know what I'm saying? Weed out the ones that don't. And if it's anybody on here who don't want to watch it, man, hey, man, you free the door is open. You dig what I'm saying? But on another topic, uh, I wanted to address was the young Ant Hefe, man, and how I'm trying to figure out how I can word this, what angle I can come at with this, man, without it sounding incriminating. Put himself, kind of angled himself in a bad position. You know what I'm saying? In other words, he put himself in a trick bag because I did see a live where Whack 100 was baiting him to go to his neighborhood, talking about he couldn't go to his neighborhood and all this. And you know how Whack do. He ended up in his neighborhood and ended up incarcerated shortly thereafter. Not saying that it had anything connected to it or anything of that nature, because I don't know. Nobody knows why young Aunt Hefe is in jail except him, the judge, the DA, and God. That's the only people that know. Everybody else, all that's making videos, they just speculate. Everybody else that's making videos is speculate. They don't know what the hell going on. They just talking. And I'm not gonna pretend like I know what's going on. But I will say this: that um, trying to prove something to somebody, man, except proving it to yourself is gonna always end wrong, man. Being around people, if you hang around nine broke, you're gonna be the 10th. If you hang around nine people that's going to jail, guess where you're gonna end up at? And being that took place, around his area where he frequented at, and he was on the video, he was saying that he frequented that area is not good, and everybody making videos about this, man, ain't gonna be good for the case either. You see, a long time ago, back in my time, they had police that did detective works, man. When somebody got boomed, they would come out and put the little yellow cones, and they would have forensic and spray and luminol, and they would try to put all the pieces of the puzzle together to solve a crime, But now you got the YouTubers that do it. They could tell you what Ant ate that morning, what kind of condom he used, you know what I'm saying, what his breath smelled like, you know what I mean? If he had corn in his feces, you dig what I'm saying? They own all that. They got the detective's job down pat. These are YouTubers that are Crips and Bloods and Pyrus and Hoovers and GDs and Vice Lords and Serenos and Norteños. The gangbangers are the new internet cops. Straight up. Right now, if you go type in Hefe, you'll see 1,000 videos of people that aren't young Aunt Hefe talking about young Aunt Hefe's case. If you go right now on the internet and you type in young Aunt Hefe, don't care about nothing with what to check, you will see a host, a litany, a laundry list, a plethora of videos that are not him, of people claiming to know what happened with him, but it's not him. Go do it. Go type in Young and Hefe on YouTube and see what pop up. It ain't gonna be Young and Hefe. I mean, of course, because he's incarcerated, but that's just goes to show you, man. There's so many internet cops now. You gotta watch what you say. That's why I was leery of even. I didn't even really make no video, but I made a thumbnail and I thought about making a video. Then I posted the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying, with the internet cops, man. But I didn't know. Y'all can have that. Even though, people ain't really been rocking with my channel like that lately, this channel, because I've switched over to the Trading War Stories. Y'all need to go over there to the Trading War Stories if you haven't done so already. Please and thank you. And subscribe. The link will be in the descriptionis. But yeah, man, even though I just couldn't bring myself to do it, man, because I don't know. I'm not from LA. You know what I mean? Um, so I don't know what's going on out there. And even if I did know, I don't know. If you pick up what I'm putting down, because this ain't that. We don't do that over here, man. Just on this, you know, we don't talk about open cases and litigations and